Hello, everyone, and welcome to Unscripted. I am your host, C2, and with me today are our co hosts, TheDarkTemple, Dirty Bird, and Filet.
That's me.
We have reached the end of the season. I hope everyone is ready for the playoffs. And before we get into it, let's recap last week. Dirty Bird went 3-1 against Rufus Gaming. Team Phoenix went 3-0 against RF White, and Dungeon Crawlers 3-0'd the Natural Born Killers, putting Team Phoenix at number 1, followed by Dirty Bird Gaming, Team Phoenix, and Rufus Gaming. Team Phoenix and Dirty Bird both had 9 wins and 2 losses, with the Dungeon Crawlers and Hydra A at 8 wins and 3 losses. Now, how does everyone feel about these end of season stats?
Dirty Bird Gaming definitely rocking out throughout the entire season. Same thing with Team Phoenix. Rufus Gaming, though, put up a good fight, at the very least, in that last game. Like, they fought their all for that.
Yep, they won one game.
It was more than everyone expected.
True.
Other than Rufus, I gotta say this is pretty much what I think most people expected. I mean, I think a lot of us expected Hydra to, outtake Rufus and get that playoff spot. Are you getting down?
Well, in Division 3, Overland 3-0'd the Barbershop. Atlantis 3-0'd Goobers, and BT1 went 3-2 with Chaotic Neutral, leaving the Div 3 standings with Overland in first, Atlantis in second, BT1 in third, and Barbershop in fourth. The top 3 teams are all 9-2, leaving a pretty tight first. It seems as though only Overland and Atlantis though will be continuing on into the playoffs. Do you guys have any comments on that?
That's what you get for playing Wordle Uguay.
What you get when you have two GCs on your team for Overland.
In all fairness, though, Barbershop definitely could have done better had they played seriously a lot more often.
Yeah, like
I mean, they've been here for 3 seasons.
It was actually pretty surprising seeing that they got 3-0'd. Or 3-1.
I was not expecting that, but I think Overland's made some pretty good pickups towards the end of the season, and it looks like it worked out for him.
Definitely did.
Well, we would like to take a moment to thank everyone that played and all the teams that were able to show up to their matches on time. It has been a wild season and stayed very competitive right to the last week. Now, do you guys have anything you'd like to say about this past season? Maybe some good moments you have from it? Anything of that nature?
No, just good job to all the teams that played. Good luck to the teams that are in the finals. And yeah, that's all I got.
It's
made some friends along the way, and they're friends for life now. And even with the end of the season bullshit drama that's still going on, I'm still gonna have friends at the end of it.
Temple's petting his cat very menacingly. I think he may have joined the dark side.
I am petting my cat very menacingly. Don't make fun of me. I love my cat. No, it's been you wanna get done? Go ahead. Go ahead. If you're getting down, go. It's been a pretty enjoyable season thus far. I mean, it can only get better from here. I mean, going in this season, there was definitely the Wordle, fiasco. That was honestly a blast when I watched it. But just in general, just teams have actually, unlike the previous 2 seasons, actually started to play to succeed instead of just showing up and playing their matches. And honestly, that's all we can ask for out of the players.
Very true. Well, now we are on to the playoffs. We at Unscripted have been waiting for this time to finally come, and now that we have the final bracket, we can get into it. And once again, I assume GJ will have a beautiful graphic on screen for us during this. So the first play-in will be Overland Esports versus Rufus Gaming. Temple, would you mind running the numbers on this matchup? You are my new statistician. So I'm going to be pointing to you
Would
for
have been
things like this.
great to know. This would have been great to know beforehand.
You mean you just don't have numbers floating
so-
in your head all the time?
No, but I mean, considering it's Overland and Rufus, I think it's gonna be a lot closer than our other quarterfinal matchup. Just being that like Rufus is definitely on par with Overland, I'd say. Just because Rufus, their team statistics for threes are a lot lower than they are for twos, and there's actually a good reason for that. It's that the game modes are very different in the rotations and all that. Generally, I'd still give it to Rufus. I think Overland is going to put up a good fight, but I don't see him. Again, this one's a tough one. You could vote either way. It's hard to make a call. Have any actual statistics? Like I said, I was literally thrown on the spot for this one. Okay.
Well, I for one think Overland will represent Division 3 very well. I think they can pull it off. I have faith in the Division 3 boys. How about you, Filet? Any words of encouragement for Overland here?
I do have faith for Overland, but I gotta say, seeing Rufus Gaming at least take one game off Dirty Bird definitely puts my opinion on this to Rufus, because they are a strong team. Overland is also a strong team, but I don't know if they're going to be strong enough to beat Rufus.
Can I say, like, you got this, Rufus Gaming? Don't underestimate Overland, though. They're a good team, too. Don't underestimate them, but I know you guys can beat them.
Rufus, it's okay if you underestimate them. Well, next we have Atlantis versus the Dungeon Crawlers. I know Toonie is very excited about this matchup. How do we think Atlantis will be able to contain the Crawlers? If at all.
Absolutely not. They're gonna get swept.
I hope Dungeon Crawlers wins, because that is the matchup that everybody's been waiting for, the Dirty Bird versus Dungeon Crawlers.
Rematch.
The finals. It's gonna be the finals.
So, in my opinion, if Atlantis doesn't just solely rely on Toonie, they will stand a chance.
Maybe for one match, but that's it. They're not taking it.
If Markov is watching this, beat them, so then we can have our match.
Dirty Bird is calling for the rematch of the season. I'm down to see it. I like good matchups. I think Atlantis is a good team, but if they complete a Div 2 team, that I'm not entirely sure about. Well, these matches will be played before Saturday and streamed at the team's discretion. I would suggest contacting a team owner to view if you would like to. Do you guys have any inside information on if they're going to be streaming these games or not?
I don't know for sure.
I don't think anybody would know, considering the past week everybody's just been talking about the Div 2 drama.
If I would have to say any teams, Rufus may stream and Atlantis may stream. I don't know about the other two.
Well, the streamed matches will be on Saturday, like usual. The first one will be the winner of Atlantis versus Dungeon Crawlers will play Dirty Bird Gaming. And the winner of actually, I got to look at the bracket again, because whoever plays against. I messed this up.
I was gonna say I thought Atlantis or Dungeon Crawlers.
Okay, it'll be Overland and Rufus will play Dirty Bird Gaming, and then Atlantis and Dungeon Crawlers will play Team PSYONIX at 4:30 ET. Now, do we have a confirmation? Is the actual finals match going to be streamed immediately after the Team PSYONIX matchup? Filet, you're the guy.
I think so. I can't say for sure.
We can only hope, I guess.
I just show up and use my voice. That's about it.
Yeah, exactly.
With these kind of things, we know as much as you guys here.
Yep.
It's up in
no
the
one
air.
ever says shit to us, so.
Well, Before we get to wrapping up the last episode of Unscripted for the season, is there anything any of you guys would like to talk about? I know Temple always seems to have one last thing that we couldn't get off.
Okay, because I couldn't get the file to upload on Drive, I do. As a board member, I'm sorry, it didn't want to upload. We do have the dates finally finalized for the community board meeting and the team owner meeting. They'll be happening the weekend after playoffs, and basically we're just gonna be going over in the board meeting, just general information. You guys could talk with us directly. And for the team leader meeting, it'll be more what we expect out of them and ourselves going into season 4.
I like it. I like it. Play anything? Any final words? Maybe some words of affirmation for the teams competing in the playoffs. Any boos or cheers going on? What do we got here?
As sad as I am to not see the barbershop make it to the playoffs, because I know they make it funny. I know it's going to be a good time to watch. I know it's going to be a good time to cast. And overall, whoever wins, I mean, Godspeed to you. And yeah, just have a good time mostly.
Dirty Bird, any final thoughts here?
I don't know.
Fair enough. And remember, guys, you can view these matchups on Saturday, starting at, I believe, 3:30 Eastern Standard on twitch.tv/Slips League Championship. And for more information into the league, you can visit slips.io. And before we go, we will be having some special casters for the Season 3 playoffs.
We are running out of time, though, so let's hurry that up.
All right, envelope, please. All right, guys,
They can
we will be
hear you.
having the final casters for the Season 3 playoffs are...
He's got the note out.
You good?
I think
You
he's
talking?
I think his mic died, so that sucks. Well, I guess he's got some connection trouble, and we are out of time. So we'll see you on Saturday.